This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kick it off as we get this game started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Using his legs, it's Martin. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
BYU has this offense clicking.
42 Spider.
Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Grab near the marker. It's Bachmeier. And he'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Look out, he's got room. Shakes off the defender. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Might as well stick with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket, and you play action, you keep him in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him with his feet? Do I stop him throwing the ball down the field? Puts it.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They'll immediately call timeout. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Brown wants to pass. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll throw on third and short. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looks as if he's going to run it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year. That has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment. With expectations for this squad to end up like they did, a lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated. They better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. There
he goes. Got enough space, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, BYU.
Man, this offense offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the single back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Brown will throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. Finds a spot in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Snap it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Give to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Caught close to the marker. It's Bachmeier. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snags it over the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. BYU right back to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the Cougars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going up top. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fair catch called for and made. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
BYU 14, Stanford 3.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Now on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the run. Runs through the tackle. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel.
It's a fake. He wants to throw. And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks?
We'll give the return team credit there because they were able to rally and get a massive stop. Now, the kicking team thought they had the perfect play, and they snap it to the up man. He sees his target downfield, throws the completion. Everything's going right. But the return team able to make a massive tackle. The gamble does not pay off, and that is a critical turnover on downs.
Wide open spaces. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to blast their way in. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try to get the edge on the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Hands it off. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Rushes on him. The throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Running back searching for a hole. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Stanford! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
On the ready.
The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Touchdown, Cardinal! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking for room. It's Ford. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Quarterback keeper. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And now the offense just said, oh, you don't think he's going to run it? You're not going to account for him? I'll do that. Great job taking advantage of the numbers. When you're an offense and you have a quarterback that can do this occasionally, it just puts that little bit of doubt in my head, makes me play it a little bit more on defense.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Let's send the tight end in motion. The give. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
And the Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's got his man. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
From the gun, looking for a man. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.